Okay, here's a hidden Holley electric choke pull-off adjustment that none of the literature ever mentions. Now this is a Summit carb. It's a Holley 4010 series. Uses a Holley electric choke, everything. And the models I'm talking about, they started using this style in probably in the 90s up until they completely got rid of the vacuum pull-off feature. Those models will have a little slit cut out in the back of the choke, so this doesn't even apply to those. First off, this carb is from like 1973. That's how you adjust the pull-off on this style. It's got a little tang in there. The later styles, they started this probably early to mid-90s. I've got a Holley 1850 from 01 and a Holley 80457 from 94, and they both have this style. There appears to be no way to adjust the choke pull-off, and this has nothing to do with choke tension. This is how much the engine vacuum will suck the choke open when it starts. Well, the problem, this one always worked perfect. The problem I'm having with the 1850 on my Galaxy, it was a little too much. It would want to quit a few seconds after starting up, and I'd have to let it warm up for a couple of minutes before I put it in gear, otherwise I'd want to quit. Well, and then my truck, it was the exact opposite. It would sit there and load up for a couple of minutes until the choke started to come off once the choke cap would warm up. But as you can see right here, hidden under some glue, and I have had this carb since 2013. I had no idea this was here. Under some glue is a kind of a tapered stop. What it does is, on the end, it looks like a idle mixture needle. It's tapered. What it does is the bottom of this piston here is also kind of tapered, and it limits its travel. It will limit its overall travel when the choke tension's on. And I adjusted both of mine running today, and you can see it open and close the choke more when the choke is cold. I actually disconnected the power off of it, so that would not affect the adjustment here. Yeah, that little adjustment right there, well, sure enough, if you start it up running with the engine totally cold and take the power off your electric choke cap, you can tailor your adjustment to your liking there. Couldn't believe it. I don't think they want people messing with that. I did find one piece of Holley literature, and it was very hard to find, that shows this exact adjustment. You're supposed to put like a paper clip down in there and adjust it, but I adjusted mine while they're running. Worked great. And this, I actually prefer that to this now, because this here you got to take it all apart every time you want to adjust it. Interesting. Yeah, this is probably early 90s, clear up until the 2010s that they use this style. Many carbs, Holley 2 and 4 barrel with electric choke. Yeah. Show you. There it is on this one. Oh wow, flashlight. Flashlight time. Yeah, 1850 Holley that has been converted with a factory electric choke. This carb from 01. There's the adjustment right there. This was running earlier today, but it's snowing out in 20 degrees, so. Yep. Specialty adjustment there. Oh, another thing. I've always had troubles with the factory Holley 12 volt thermostat. First off, it's designed for 12 volts, but you know, when it's the charging system's working is 14 and a half, so that affects it. And they say to do a key on power source. Problem with key on is if you turn the key on and don't start it, the choke's starting to warm up. And if you leave the key on, pretty soon that choke will be fully open when you need choke to start a cooled engine, and it won't start. So what this is a Motorcraft 2-barrel choke thermostat for I think an 81 to 83 Motorcraft 2150 2-barrel carburetor. These are designed for 7 volts. What is 7 volts? The stator wire on your alternator. Works great. You won't get any power until that alternator is working, so there's no chance of leaving the key on having your choke open. The only downside is there's no adjustment notches for your choke tension, but that's easy enough. You just hold your throttle partway open and turn the choke blade until it just closes, and then I give it about 1 notch more, and then I can experiment from there. Once I have it set, I will take a red paint mark or something and mark right in the middle of the adjustment so I know where I like it. Works so much better than the generic 12-volt Holley cap, because I've used those, and for a daily driver they suck. Just thought I'd share this information because I'm pretty well versed in Holley carburetors, and I just discovered that today. I thought for a long time those were non-adjustable. They were just preset. Hope this helps.